Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your delightsome Maria Moses, a lady very passionate about the health and lifestyle of people, especially people living with HIV and AIDS. I am a public health practitioner. I work to support change so that people can have the knowledge to make informed choices and take control of their sexual health and general healthy lifestyle. And of course, in a way to bring about, increase in knowledge, confidence, and skills to obtaining longevity of life among humans globally. And I believe it's going to bring about profound health development worldwide. So, if you are concerned about your status, what I mean is this: you want to know your status. If you are looking for the latest on testing, if you want to know more information about other sexually transmitted infections and prevention, or maybe you'd like to know some honest advice on sex, relationship, marriage, you will find all of this right here and lot more. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, click on the notification bell so as to get updated when next we are releasing our next episode of this video. But very quickly today, we're going to be talking about what is HIV and AIDS. The word HIV today, the word HIV, and also we'll talk about signs and symptoms of AIDS in male and female. We'll talk about stages of HIV infections, symptoms of opportunistic infections common with AIDS, and as well, talk about briefly cure for your HIV. So in the next slide today, we're going to talk about what HIV and AIDS simply means. Now, the word HIV simply means the human immunodeficiency virus. Now, this human immunodeficiency virus attacks the immune system of the body. And when it does that, it affects the well-being of that particular individual. Now, if this HIV is not treated immediately, it generates into what we call AIDS. That is AIDS. AIDS simply means acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Now, this is the late stage of HIV virus infection, and it happens when the virus has drastically deteriorated or damaged the immune system of the host, thereby bringing down the general well-being or health of that particular host due to this viral attack. Now, the next slide will talk about the stages of HIV infections. We have four basic stages of this HIV infections, and that is what I'm going to be talking about in this slide. The stage 1 of this HIV infection is the infection stage. The infection stage is a stage whereby a person's body fluids comes in contact with the HIV virus. Now, during this time, the virus reacts with the body fluid, and it also reacts to the virus by the immune system tends to react to the virus by developing antibodies. and then this we call, or we refer to this as seroconversion. Alright? Now the next stage is the asymptomatic stage. In the asymptomatic stage, a person can still look well, but you know what? The HIV continues to weaken their immune system. Okay, so this stage can last for several years, an average years of 8 to 10 years, of course, without any signs of symptoms of this HIV. Alright, so viewers, do not be deceived. It is very essential for you to go to the nearest hospitals, go for checkup, know your status, because like I said, in the asymptomatic stage, you can still look well, you can still look good and feel fine, but the HIV virus continues to damage the system gradually. In the next stage I'm going to talk about is the symptomatic stage. Now, over a period of time, we have discovered, the virus tends to damage the immune system, isn't it? Now, the symptoms begin to develop in this stage, and at this point, they can be mild, but later on they become worse. Okay, so now the symptoms are actually caused by the emergence of opportunistic infections, because they take advantage of a person's weakened immune system. And example of these symptomatic infections include a PCP, we have the toxoplasmosis, we have tuberculosis, we have what we call the Kaposi sarcoma, and etc. etc. These are some of the symptomatic signs of the opportunistic infection in HIV and AIDS patients. Now, the last stage I'm going to talk about is the late stage of the HIV infection, and this is the AIDS stage, AIDS stage. Now, this occurs as a result of HIV progression in the body system. So there is no doubt about it. Okay, it is happening because the immune system has been drastically damaged by this virus we are talking about. So there is no single diagnosis as per, okay, this is the conclusion for HIV, but doctors will always look at a variety of symptoms to which they can draw their conclusion upon the fact that you are positive or negative. And some of this diagnosis they would consider is the CD4 count, or the viral load, and also the presence of some opportunistic infections. This would enable the doctor to draw a conclusions about your status. Okay, so do not undermine your doctor. Whenever you see signs like this in your body system, rush to the hospital for proper checkup so that you can be informed, or you can start your treatment immediately. Alright, so in the next slide, I want to talk about the symptoms of opportunistic infections common with AIDS. Alright, so we have several symptoms because the AIDS itself damages the immune system, thereby making it readily available for other infections to thrive in the body system of the host. And that is why you have a variety of signs. Sometimes you think it's malaria, at times you could think, oh, this is typhoid, or at times you could think, oh, but this is diarrhea, maybe you're feeling feverish and the likes of them. Of course, yes, these are signs of and symptoms of malaria, parasite, typhoid or other ailments. But why is this signs eminent in this case? This is because the immune system of an HIV and AIDS patient has been drastically damaged. So therefore, organisms or infections tend to, get into the system or into the body of that host so easily. And of course, by the time they get into the body of the host, they definitely begin to show the signs and symptoms. So one of the signs is coma. A person can go into coma. Another sign includes coughing and shortness of breath. Okay, then extreme fatigue, you keep feeling tired, and then also you could have headaches. Okay, and then mental symptoms such as confusion and forgetfulness. There is also severe or persistent diarrhea, weight loss, night sweat, and so on and so forth. If you look at the picture, the symptoms of acute HIV infection, you would see that fever is involved, chill, headache, night sweat, sore throat, mouth sore, swollen lymph node on the neck. You have fatigue, joint pain, muscle pain. All of this could be signs of common diseases or infection. But then, once an HIV patient once the immune system of an HIV patient is down, of course, it provides room for this infection to thrive, right? So in the next slide, let's quickly talk about, this is a picture of some people who have been diagnosed with HIV. You could see the mouth sore and some of them showing symptoms of some skin infections, eye problem, and so on and so forth. So it's very necessary and very important for you to go for checkup, right? Alright, so in the next slide, I said I was going to talk about cure for HIV. Now, presently, scientists are still working so hard, so very hard to ensure or to see that they come out with a drug that can, tackle this HIV virus we are talking about. But in the meantime, there are certain measures you can take to enable you live long or enjoy and fulfill the life of your dream. Alright, so I want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel because subsequently I will be talking about the fact about how we are going to arrive at a negative level per se, in your HIV status. What I mean is this: I'm going to be talking about how you could have actually cure for HIV. So I'd want you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, click on the notification bell so as to get updated when next I will be releasing the next episode for this video, so you won't be left out. Alright, so today we've come to the end of today's episode. If you like my video, I'd like you to give me a thumbs up, and then don't forget, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on the notification bell so as to get updated when next another video is released. However, in my next video, I will be talking about pathogenic organisms in the various parts of the body in which they attack. Alright, so you can also visit my channel to explore various teachings as well as resources on HIV and AIDS for the latest information on how to keep yourself and those around you healthy. I mean your children, your husband, if you're positive or negative, so, or whether you're living with HIV or not. So you need this information. So if you need this information, rather, you can as well contact me through my mail on the YouTube channel. However, I like you to take good care of your health, and I'll be waiting for you in the next video. Do have a wonderful day, and goodbye.